Hello.
Here we are
everybody.
again.
We're back, everybody.
Look at him. Look at him. He was peeing on my knee just a short while ago.
And now I'm got the muscles.
14 years old.
I got the guns.
Benjamin's on the track team. We are so proud that Benjamin is on the track team.
I am.
Right, Gma?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm on it.
So
I'm running 12 miles a week.
I have a lot of things to talk about with you. Like I said, there was an article in the Post. There was an article about an Atlantic article that said that professors are finding people in college that can't read. They can't read a full book. They have no attention span.
It's an outrage.
And they're blaming it on YouTube and they're blaming it on social media. We're on social media all the time, right? We're on YouTube all the time. You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I have two YouTube channels. I mean, we read books. You've been reading books since you were 5 years old. I've given you books that were thousands of pages, and you have read them.
I read them. I read their boat books.
It just boggles my mind.
Well, it's because these guys, they use a different type of the social media, which is a different type. It's called the TikTok. And you know what they use it?
Yeah, but
that's the one where they just.
I don't buy this. I don't buy blaming something for some shit that you do.
Yeah, it's probably their fault.
Take credit for the stupidity that you are. You're stupid.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's what they are.
You know, innovations are going to come around. Everything's going to come around, like the e-bikes. You know, the e-bikes today, the mayor is putting charging stations on the street. This is his solution to having people die and burning in their house.
Yeah, it makes them blow up even more.
So because this guy can't pedal a bike now, he's taking money from us citizens to have charging stations on the street. This is his solution.
Taxpayers' money.
I'm glad this guy is being indicted because he's totally useless.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to reading.
Eric Adams. Eric Schmatters.
Benjamin, can Lambert read a full book?
I mean, yeah.
Does he read a full book?
No.
I mean, how do you get through college? This boggles my mind. How do you get through college? You know, I couldn't pass algebra. So
yeah.
I never went, I went to music school, basically. But in order to get through college, you have to pass algebra. How do people pass algebra?
What is algebra?
Algebra is, okay, we're gonna have F equals A and B, C.
And then you gotta find out what the F means because of the B, C. What the?
You don't know.
If it's about numbers, just put the numbers in the first place.
You know, even in music, when people start getting into modes and all these crazy deciphering of mathematical
equations. What's it supposed to mean?
In music, I want to know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
What does that sound like?
What does equal MC
I mean, there's a diatonic scale and there's a chromatic scale. Hello?
Oh.
I mean, you can break up all kinds of, mathematical problems out of that, but basically, it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah.
And all the 5 little sharps and fats. There isn't anything else, folks.
And with the math, it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's not A equals 1 plus 2 plus 1 equals A plus X.
You know, I can understand. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to get people to read my books. And I understand that people like their certain writers, and certain types of books. People like biographies, and some people like love books.
Some people like action books.
People like action books. People like this. It's okay if people don't like my books after they've read it.
You gotta read it first in order to judge it. You gotta read it first.
If somebody read my book and told me, that thing was shit, I love that because I want to know why he thought that, and it makes me a better writer. But if you don't read the book,
you can't feel like, that looks horrible.
You can't have an opinion on it.
I haven't read it though.
You can't go like this.
I don't want to. I want to scroll on YouTube Shorts. I want to watch YouTube, man.
This is fake news. It's all fake news.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
They're eating the cats. I'm
In
playing the accordion.
Springfield, Ohio.
I mean, he should write a book on playing the accordion
Oh,
because
yeah.
this guy is really good. I mean, you know how to shut up an Italian? You tie his hands behind his back. I was at a concert where these two Italian ladies were sitting in front of me, and man, they were really good with the hands. I mean, they so expressive.
It's a
Everything
rat.
they said, they were like, and that,
Il Villeredatore.
No, they're pizza pie.
Ehi, del pizza pie lasagna.
Extra cheese.
Ehi, spaghetti. Mozzarella parmigiana. Parmigiano. Buongiorno, grazie.
No Parmigiano, it's Romano.
Romano.
Romano Pecorino.
Pecorino.
Parmigiano.
Linguini, raffetto. Poi cattu.
So how's running?
It's good because
Good juggling away.
I've been running 12 miles a week lately.
Oh, what? I remember when I was your age, I was on the football team, and we used to run around Campus Road around Brooklyn College. And man, I don't know how far that is, but it's got to be like 2 miles. And I thought my lungs were going to fall out.
Yeah.
You're running 12 miles. That's amazing.
Yeah, because we're going. Well, it's not
You're
at
juggling.
once. We're
It's
going
all-
pretty fast. We have to keep a pace of at least less than 8 minutes, an 8-minute mile.
8-minute mile. So
I
it's-
could do like a 7-minute mile if I wanted to.
you don't know how many mph that is. It's probably at least 5 miles an hour,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and you can't go too fast in the beginning because you gotta go slow,
Exactly.
and then you got in the end when
Right.
everyone else is tired, then you go.
It's
Because
just like
when I was racing another teammate, he was saying he was going. His mistake was he was going fast at the beginning, and I was going slow in the beginning. And then when he was like,
he reached his 18.
I went,
He reached his 18.
yeah, he's done.
Okay, so what I was explaining to you when you're lifting weights, that's lactic acid.
In your muscle.
That's what makes a muscle is lactic acid.
Yeah.
So when you get to a point where, like you said, your running mate blew up, what happened was the lactic acid in his body that he just accumulated by running too fast at the beginning reached critical level in his lungs, and his
Yeah.
lungs said,
No,
"This is it.
no,
We're
No.
over."
no.
So his organs couldn't process the lactic acid fast enough.
So you have to
And that
stop.
comes with training. And just like you said, you went slow at the beginning. That's what I teach when you're climbing. I was a bad climber, man, but what you have to do is you have to climb within yourself. So when you start the climb, you start to climb within yourself, and then with training, you can really hit it at the end.
Yeah, you gotta pace yourself.
You have to
Because
pace
when
yourself.
you're going like in the beginning, then you're gonna tire yourself out, and then your legs are gonna collapse and your lungs are gonna fall.
Right? Do you get leg burn? You get
At
tired?
the end of my 6-mile run, and like my calves, they burn like crazy.
Yeah.
But the other day they were getting the blood was rushing so fast, and I had 3 veins on my calf. I was like, whoa, what the hell?
So you're getting it in your calf. You know that you can study. You would do that in a situation where the people put a breathing thing on you to see
Oh yeah.
how much air you're taking in and stuff like that, and they can study your motion.
Oh yeah.
So if you're getting leg burn in your calf, there's a reason for that.
That's
Okay.
because you're going.
Yeah. So you can be aware of that. It's like the pedal stroke. There are guys that pedal heavier down and heavy on the up, heavy, and then there are guys like Pogacar that are. This guy is spinning in a rotation. He's not putting too much emphasis on the downstroke.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
It's,
He's going
I don't
zoom.
know. I don't know if he does that naturally or if he's been trained to do that. But the guy is killing the most incredible riders in the world.
He is now the most
He
incredible.
went away last week in the World Championships with 100 kilometers to go. He just said, "See you later." And he got to about 30 seconds, and then he got to 50 seconds. Then they brought him back to 30 seconds again, like 3 times. But they couldn't never bring him back less than 30 seconds. I mean,
That's pretty impressive.
absolutely like crazy impressive.
And you know, during my race, my most recent race with the other school, I got.
What school?
I think it was some school in the Bronx.
Wow.
We were going.
Like science or something?
Yeah, because we were going against. We did it in a park in the Bronx.
You did?
Yeah.
In Van Cortlandt?
Yes.
Wow.
And I across, not just around the track, around the entire park.
Yeah, the park is big.
Yeah, and it was brutal because the uphills were going.
I know the hills are crazy.
And I was going up the hills, and at the end, I thought that there was some people in front of me, which there were, and I didn't know that there was anyone behind me. But then I saw there's like an entire herd of the slow people who were like, oh. And I got 24th or 25th place in that race out of 30, 40 or 30 or something.
That's great, man. It is great. I'm so proud of you. You were in
That's
Van
great.
Cortlandt Park. Holy smokes.
We went there on the subway too.
You went there on the
We
subway?
didn't even have a school
You
bus.
went on the 4 train all the way
Yeah,
up
so
there?
we took 3 trains.
The 3 train, yeah.
And we went on it, and they were taking up the entire car because there was so many people. There's actually a lot of people on the team. And and the last training that we just did was we were running up a giant hill a lot for an entire mile.
Wow. One of those long ones.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Prospect Park.
That's the thing, like there are guys that specialize in those long slogs, like in California. California is noted for really long slogs, and when you go to Europe, they're all like crazy steep, short things, except when you're in the Alps.
I find going on downhill even harder than going on uphill because with uphill you get to control how you go up, but when you go downhill, it's
That's
just
where you get the shin splints.
then you just like, you go down no matter what. And now, somehow, from running, now
Ooh, look,
I have big triceps.
Benjamin tricep.
We got matching triceps.
Well, that's why I used to train in California. I trained on the track bike with it was like a 49-17, I think, and then I had a flip to a 14 for racing, and going uphill, but going downhill, what it did is increased my leg speed because
Yeah,
I had no choice.
yeah. You
I had no
can't
choice.
just slow down while going down. You have to press the brakes, but there are no brakes on that bike.
Well, I was trying to slow the bike down. I grabbed the front wheel, tried to slow the bike down, and then just at some point I just had to give up towards the end. And sometimes I thought I was going to get blown off the bike. I mean, because I was going 200 RPM.
When you're running downhill though, you can't even slow down the bike.
I know, right?
Because then it makes you go. Because the hill's like this. The hill's like this, and you're running and you go. The hill makes you go. Your legs are really far apart from each other,
I know.
and then it's like your body becomes a motor, and your legs are the pistons, and you get the heat accumulates in your head.
I'm so proud of you, man. That is awesome.
And then
I
you
love
get
it.
down.
I love it. That all really good runners have done well in other sports, specialized in other sports. Once they've gotten that anaerobic threshold that you're getting.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pick the hurdles or the 200 meters or the 500 meters or the 5,000 meters. I always love watching the 5,000 meters. Man. That is a killer race.
I'm going to do it because this is just the cross country, but next season it's going to be track and field. And I'm going to
You can do the javelin.
Yeah. Oh, no way.
You can practice that in the house. I used to climb the ropes upside down, and my coach always thought, I would really be good at the pole vault. But I don't know where you would practice that, where I would buy one.
I could go up on the rope. I could go pull up myself up on the rope in the gym.
The ropes are great, man. I love them. Yeah.
I actually have gotten my skin is all cut off.
I know.
And because the rope.
Well, you know how to wrap it around your leg, right? They teach you how to wrap it around your leg. And you put your instep on the rope. Yeah, you put your instep on the rope. But you see the way the gymnasts do it. They do it from a sitting position, and they go, fly up to the top, and it goes right down.
I saw on the Olympics, the gymnasts were they hold these two circle things attached to a rope.
Oh, yeah, the rings.
The iron cross.
The rings.
Cross, yeah. And they could do this, and they do push-ups. They could do push-ups, but their feet don't even touch the ground. It's like, they do like that, but they're just flying.
Yeah, those guys don't need weights, man. That's all isometric. That's what I was telling you about Woody Strode. Woody Strode never lifted a weight in his life, and the guy was ripped.
I guess that dude Bruce Lee, he didn't do it. He just did his karate stuff, and he was jacked.
The real weightlifting crazies that fill their body with lactic acid.
And steroids.
They can hardly walk.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
there's
dude,
this guy, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, yeah.
Hey, dude, could you lift up that bag of cement? No way.
I cannot lift.
That.
It's all for show, because big muscles don't mean stronger muscles.
I know. There were guys, gym rats in the construction industry, and I tell them, we have to go unload a truck. I ain't unloading no truck.
I'm good, man.
Are you kidding me? Truckload of 200-pound doors? No way. I ain't touching that.
It's like in the gym.
Me, I'm 68 years old. I got to go unload the truck.
In the gym, 200 pounds is heavy, but is not heavy, but in real life, it's really heavy.
In real life, when it's a refrigerator, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no handles.
You can't rip it. You can't do it.
There's no handles on an air conditioner.
You just gotta carry it, put it on your back.
There's no handles on a cement bag.
Yeah, it's a cement bag.
On a compound can.
Yeah. What do you think it is, man? And
I used to lift. Before I had the weights, I would lift the compound can. I would do the compound can. It's like 60 pounds, man.
Yeah. I can curl 50 pounds now on a if it's with two hands.
You're lifting my weights. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, check this out.
Here he goes, folks. Benjamin can officially lift my weights. Look at this.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what being old means?
What?
It means the hair goes from here to my back.
Little
girls in a hot tub?
School.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm good.
See you folks. We're getting over the margin.
Yeah, it's already been almost 20 minutes.
20 minutes of liquid BS.
Liquid.
Okay. See you. This is 4th of October, 5th of October.
5th of October.